Portland's cannabis industry is getting some big help from local leaders. Today, City Council passed an ordinance to disperse more than $1.3 million in cannabis emergency relief. Our Liz Birch is digging deeper into the city's support for this funding and why these local businesses say there is a huge need for this. Liz?
Yeah, we are today. And I do want to mention that it was a rare unanimous vote from City Council, everyone voicing support for this ordinance. We've covered multiple robberies and break-ins in the past few years at dispensaries around the Portland area. Today's ordinance says cannabis businesses, quote, continue to experience extreme financial impacts caused by increased vandalism and property damage due to the state of civil unrest, as well as an alarming spike in armed robberies.
These cash-based businesses were also vulnerable to what would become a 115% increase in violent crime reported from the previous year in vandalism due to the civil unrest seen around the city and country.
One expert I spoke to today says that's because of a lack of access to banking for a lot of these shops, meaning they have to be cash only, making them a target for these kind of crimes. He said heavy taxation also makes it tough for these businesses to thrive.
Given the lack of access to banking and heavy taxation that you're talking about, how risky is being a dispensary owner in Portland right now?
Well, as of last year, the average retailer generated about $1.4 million in revenue over a 12-month period. In order to remain economically viable, retailers really need about 2.5 million.
This is an easy ordinance to support. Obviously, the cannabis industry is critically important to the small business economy here in the city of Portland.
The ordinance says applicants should, quote, be a part of historically disadvantaged population or annual income does not exceed 80% of median income for city of Portland metro area.
The reality is, if we are going to be intentional, we have to invest in businesses that are supporting BIPOC community members.
And if you do want to read that ordinance for yourself, I tweeted a copy. Live in downtown Portland tonight, Liz Birch, KOIN 6 News.